The gavel slammed down, and in that instant, my world shattered. There was no justice for us that day. My family sat frozen, disbelief and heartbreak etched onto every face, as the verdict echoed through the courtroom. I remember the dizzying mix of anger and helplessness, the way my mother squeezed my hand with trembling fingers, silently asking how we'd ever move forward. The pain was raw, suffocating, and it felt like the system had swallowed us whole. Days blurred into nights, and I could have let bitterness consume me, but something inside refused to surrender. I started reading, researching, reaching out to advocacy groups, anything to make sense of the injustice we endured. Little by little, I found others who'd been failed by the same system, their voices just as desperate for change. We shared our stories, our pain, and our hope, finding strength in numbers and a shared determination. Soon, I was organizing rallies and speaking at community meetings, channeling my grief into action. The more I fought, the more I realized that healing wasn't about erasing the pain, it was about transforming it. Each small victory, every person who felt seen and heard, began to stitch my heart back together. I watched my family slowly reclaim their smiles, pride returning to their eyes as we became advocates, not just victims. What started as heartbreak became my mission. The verdict that once crushed us became the spark for a fire I never knew I had. I learned that sometimes, when life writes you a story of pain, you get to choose whether it ends there, or whether you turn the page and fight for something bigger. Justice isn't always handed down from a judge's bench. Sometimes, we have to build it ourselves, brick by brick, out of our own resilience and hope.